Okay, welcome everybody. My name is Ty Tribble, and I'm excited to be here tonight. This is the No List, No Future webinar, and I'm really gonna let loose with the truth about network marketing today. I did rework some of my slides that I did last week. I'm going to share that with you. And let's see here. I think this is the one. Let me make sure I do this right. There we go. Share and slideshow. Okay. So, no list, no future. What does that mean? That means I personally believe, and a lot of experts that I know believe, that if you are not building a list on the internet today, then your business is going to be in dire straits in the coming months and years. A lot of changes going on in the industry or channel of marketing called network marketing or MLM. And it's important that you are like this. To be the safest you can be is to have a big list. Okay, have a big list. So tonight we're really going to dive into the truth about network marketing today. I believe there's a likelihood it's going to rustle some feathers. Some folks are not going to be happy with what I have to say about this stuff, and that's okay, because I've been around this industry since 1991, and if my math is correct, that's like 32 years. And January 91, and I've seen a lot of changes. I really began to break through 20 years ago, believe it or not, in 2003. And that's what I'm going to share with you tonight, because wrong direction. Because if you don't have your ducks in a row, there could be issues in the long run for you in network marketing, and we'll get into it, some of it. But here's the main goal for you to think about tonight is if I can put this all in a nutshell, is how to enroll hundreds of customers in less than a year without sending nauseating Facebook messages. If I could teach you one thing tonight, like that'd be the main thing I want to teach you. I'm going to give you like 3 strategies to do that, and some secret sauce that you can add on top and make it really cool and fun and easier, more like a recipe than feeling like you need to learn something completely new and be overwhelmed. Even though if you do get overwhelmed, that means you're learning and growing, and it's a good thing as long as you're not overwhelmed with something that's crap. Like if I was overwhelmed with sending gross Facebook messages to every person I know, then I would be overwhelmed in a really bad way. If I was learning a real and authentic way to build a business, to build a list, and to bring on new customers into my team on a regular basis, without having to rely on like the company to do everything right, I can do it myself. That's a cool position to be in, because it puts you in control of everything. So just so you are well aware, my name is Ty Tribble, and as you can see by this picture, I am not like I guess I could be a techie guru with those glasses and that look on my face, but I'm not a techie guru type person. I'm actually now a grandpa who began to utilize internet marketing in 2003. And I'll explain this a little bit more, but after like 5 years of heavy lifting in network marketing, and then taking a sabbatical away from it because of what I was going through and how I felt. And I'm sure that a lot of you will relate to this type of thing, that you just don't feel good about what you're doing. And when I came back, I decided to do it a different way, and that's what I did. So here's the biggest problem, is that network marketing strategies haven't changed in over 30 years, probably closer to 40, and it's wild. And here's what's crazy. I believe that it is that they don't make changes on purpose. They purposely do not make changes, and we're going to get into that. But it's. I was just trying to check the chat. It's wild. I mean, like, the strategies are exactly the same, but instead of like me running a phone cord to my garage to make phone calls on Sunday nights because I was afraid to make calls in front of my wife, I didn't want to be embarrassed. I didn't want to feel like I was failing in front of her. And so I ran a cord out to my garage to make phone calls, and they ended up just, I was terrible. I mean, once I got through my warm market, it was just not good. It was bad. I didn't have anywhere to go. And like, I remember like my upline guru telling me at the time, he goes, well, you know, I said, sir, I didn't say sir, I said his name, but I am out of my list of names. I've really gone through everybody. I was young. I had some college and high school experience, but I hadn't really like been out in the world that long. I was like 21 years old. And so I went through this, and he goes, okay, come up to my house on I don't know, Tuesday night at like 12:30 a.m. for a counseling session. I'm like, Tuesday 12:30 a.m. I got a job, man. This is insane. So I do it anyway because I wanted to be a winner. I wanted to break free of the traditional 9-to-5 business. I always felt entrepreneurial, even as a young kid, I think. And not that jobs are bad. I think that, you know, a lot of people do really well in jobs. I've got friends that are, you know, like work for the railroad and work for UPS and work for like Longshore and union job, and they do great. They have nice boats and nice stuff, and they've done really well in their life. But I just didn't want to go that path, so I decided to do something different. And so I'm up there, and I said, hey, buddy, I just don't know what to do next. So he like leans back in his chair and gets all serious for a second. He goes, okay, I have the answer for you. You've run out of your list of names. Here's what you need to do. Go meet people. And I'm like, go meet people? This is the best advice this is the multi-million-dollar advice that you're going to give me, is go meet people, like the jewelry counter lady, and prospect her again, or put $1 worth of gas in my car and hit different gas stations throughout the night, hope to pump gas next to a winner. I mean, it's just like ridiculous things, but they're equally ridiculous today. Like go talk to every single person on your Facebook list. It's like, I'm going to get into this, but the idea of a warm market is wild, and I can't wait to share this with you. But so here's the thing: they want you to make a list, right? That's the first thing. Okay, make a list of names. But here's the reality: they never teach you how to build a list, because building a list is where the money is at in the long run, particularly in today's world. We're 2023. If you have a big list, you will always have business. You always have business. And here's the difference between like my list and what they teach, like an email list that I would teach you how to build versus a list of names that you write down. I know for a fact that the email list that I'm building and I can teach you how to build, those people are actually interested in something that you have to offer, or they wouldn't have opted in to that list. Do you see the difference? People talk about warm market, like they always talk about warm market. And in fact, it's a cold market approach. It's completely cold. You're reaching out to someone who you have no idea whether or not they're interested in what you've got, whether it's a product or business opportunity. Usually the business opportunity, which is, I think, is a mistake in a lot of ways, because you probably would do better if you were reaching out online about a product. But I digress. You're reaching out to people you have no clue whether or not they're interested. It's a complete shot in the dark, and it's a cold approach, but they call it a warm approach so you feel a little better. Isn't that insane? But that's what we're taught, and we're still taught to do the same thing today. The only thing that's changed is the medium. We went from phones to text messaging and etc. The reason they, and when I say they, I mean certain upline leaders at a particular level, maybe we have 1,000 or more people in their business, and they may not be doing this purposefully, just so you're aware. Probably not. They don't know, but they're taught to do this. And companies are equally as guilty, more guilty probably. They live on your warm market. They live on your warm market. What is the average person in network marketing? How many people do they sponsor? Anybody in the chat want to give a shot at it? There's a number most people throw around if you've been around long enough. If you know the number, throw it out there. And but I'll give it to you. It's roughly two to three, maybe. The average person sponsors 2 to 3 people. Now, why is that a problem? Because if you are focused only on your warm market, and out of that, that's where you get the 2 to 3, and then they teach you gibberish after that, where does that leave you? It leaves you broke and with no business. But it continues the cycle. Those leaders and those companies tread water. Look if you just want to like dive deep into something that will blow your mind today, pop on over, like I think it's Business for Home or something like that, and look at how many companies are actually growing today. You'll find lots of companies kind of circumventing their own distributors and selling on Amazon and doing some other stuff like that. But rarely do you find a lot of growing companies. There's not many, only a handful. Many are going backwards. Even in a bad economy, they're going backwards. It's pretty interesting. Remember, like we used to be taught that if you want to build a big business, you do it in a bad economy because people are looking to make more money. Yes, people are looking to make more money, but there's such insanity within our industry. Like I'm Gen X, and this is really geared toward Gen X and baby boomers, maybe some older millennials. My stuff is, and I'm doing that purposefully because I think if you have a few gray hairs and you have a little bit of wisdom and you're ready to really dive in and learn something, you can do it. And that's where my heart's at, is to work with people who are 40 and above to help them break through and start doing something great utilizing the internet. But I have a daughter who is a Gen Z. If someone said, if she went to a network marketing company, sponsored a handful of people using her sphere of influence, right? Her sphere of influence. And they said, well, and then she wanted to go to a different company. And they said, no, you can't. You can't take your people. There are people now. That's insanity. Gen Z, that's why they're not having it. They'll have nothing to do with that kind of mess. Here's the point. Companies and leaders talk about jobs trading hours for dollars. You've heard it a million times if you've been to a million network marketing meetings, like I probably have. But you hear it at every single one, just about. Trade hours for dollars. That's what a job is about. But here's what's crazy. They want you to trade your influence and relationships, which is far more valuable than your hours. And then if the company screws up or they got problems or something like that, and maybe in no fault of your own, they believe that those are now their customers and their team, not yours. It's wild. And they teach you to, I mean, hang on. Did I go buy something? No. Okay, cool. So we go back to the same thing. I mean, what's the strategy? You send nauseating texts and Facebook messages to everyone you know. That's not, I mean, that's not fun. It's gross in so many ways. And Frank, I couldn't take it anymore. So in I think it was roughly 2006, 2007. No, I'm sorry, 1996, 1997. I couldn't take it anymore. I was frustrated, was burnt out. I had prospecting anxiety, if you will. So I went on a 5-year hiatus from network marketing. Then I always kept tabs on what was going on in network marketing in the space as a whole. And so enter Mike Dillard and Sieg, not in that order. Ann Sieg is the female and Mike Dillard is the one that looks like a male. I'm not going to make any comment about that kind of thing. Close, but I won't. And they pioneered a strategy or multiple strategies in network marketing that had to do with affiliate marketing and funnel marketing. I was an early adopter in both of these. Here's what happened. I started getting real results. I had not sponsored 200 people in my first 5 years of network marketing, let alone maybe I might have sponsored 20, maybe 10% of that in 5 years. In the following 12 months of being exposed to Ann and Mike's training, I sponsored 207 people. I went from 0 to 6 figures in 18 months. I was the top recruiter and the top 10 team builder in a $500 million company. And Ann and I teamed up to do a $250,000 affiliate product launch in 6 days. It was called MLM Blog Secrets and MLM Blog Code. Some of you may have had that program. A lot of cool trips. I can't name them all, but Bora Bora stands out. Kenya, Mexico, Costa Rica, a couple times. A lot of really, really cool spots and trips with my entire family. The Bahamas, did a great trip and took my entire family, all expense paid, to the Bahamas. It was so great. A lot of cool things as a result of just really changing the way I do things. So the glaring question to me is, why isn't this taught? Why isn't this taught? It should not. This stuff should not be a secret. I'm about to give you the 3 quote unquote secrets to this whole thing, but it should not be a secret. It's ridiculous that it's a secret. This should be taught at every single network marketing training on the planet. Every single company meeting, every single big team meeting should be teaching these things because they work. They've worked for me for 20 years. They work for other people. I've seen results after results after results. It's AKA attraction marketing. Okay? All the time. Results, results, results. If the strategies are implemented. Not implemented, no results. Okay? Just a question came in, and I will answer it. I don't want to get off topic, but is it true that some companies charge you on your income tax for free trips? Yes, that is true. That is true. So technically, I called it a free trip, but I did get charged tax on that free trip. But so call it, whatever. You have business expenses too, and you can certainly take write-offs as an entrepreneur. I'm no tax expert, and so consult your tax accountant. But companies do charge. They don't charge. I mean, the government takes tax on trips because it's income, right? So when we went to Bora Bora, I think that was probably a $20,000 trip. We probably paid some income tax on that $20,000, but we earned significantly more in the comp plan. I mean, like 10 plus times more than that in the first 6 to 8 months with that company. So boom, yeah, it was pretty good. So what's the solution? The solution, in my opinion, is to focus on customers. Number one, that's a big part of what I'm doing. I think that, I mean, if you're if you really are prospecting on Facebook, the likelihood of signing someone up. Well, I mean, think about this. Just run through the numbers a second. So they used to say show 10 and sponsor 2. And my buddy who owned a company, a network marketing company, and did a couple $100 million in sales, and then it kind of blew up and stuff happened. But he's on the road to recovery, which I'm super excited about and happy for. Said that it's probably close to show 20 sponsor 2 because people aren't very good at it. It takes a little bit of time to get good at network marketing. That's why these strategies I'm going to teach you make so much sense, because you can automate and like, if you're not good, interview someone that's good, right? Get someone that's good to do a video with you to explain the business or product. And I know it seems natural, it comes naturally, but this is like revelation to a lot of people. So I focus on customers. Doesn't mean we don't sponsor people. We do sponsor people. Rarely. I mean, I haven't personally sponsored someone in a couple of years, probably, because I've put in that time frame 3-4+ thousand customers. Why do I need to sponsor someone when I'm bringing in that number of customers? Right? Makes sense. But if you can teach others, which we're working on right now, which is one of the reasons why I'm coming out and doing some of this training. I want to teach some of my team members and that kind of thing. What if you had, you could bring in 1,000 customers in a couple of years and teach 3 to 4 people to do the same thing. Talk about a business. Is that guy going to quit? The person that you help enroll 1,000 customers, is that person out, after a couple of them quit? No way. Not a chance. And so that's what I did. A couple of questions. So trip you pay tax? Yes, a trip you do pay tax on. And I try to get these questions as I go on, because I'm ADD and I just see the like it shows a number of chat things, but to me it's almost like a blinking light that I must like touch. So that's why I'll hop into the chat every once in a while to answer questions. I am with an MLM company right now. Yes. I won't mention it, but you can find me. I'm around. Okay. So I developed over the last 5 years, over the last 3 years, over the last 5 years more. Never with Arbonne, but appreciate it. Over the last 3 years, over 5,000 customers, over 5,000 customers. Yes, I have talked on my blog about Arbonne and many other companies. Okay, here's how I did it. Did I go past? No. Oh. I did go past it. This crazy thing, I'm telling you right now. Okay. Number 1 is content publishing. I was reading an article today about this and seeing some of the results that people are getting. So there's a guy by the name of Russell Brunson who has a company called ClickFunnels. His top 2, I don't know if I wouldn't call them top 2 clients. The top 2 people have made the most money with funnels through ClickFunnels. One of them has done like 69 million in all of their funnels. It's like a real estate training company. And another has done double that. And I'm not sure what kind of company that is. Millions and millions and millions of dollars. And the way they do it, they have 1 million followers on TikTok. They have a podcast. They have a YouTube channel with 500,000 people that follow. I would bet they have a blog. It's teaching blogs, gang, in 2009. Hopefully you have one and it's been fruitful for you. Content publishing doesn't have to be great. In fact, there are tools that you can use today that if you just made a 10-minute video a couple times a week, you could put that 10-minute video into some of the AI tools and it will spit out TikToks for you. It will, based on the AI going through your content. So you take that video and you post it onto YouTube. There's one area of content publishing. You take the audio, let's say you created it in Zoom. Zoom is very cheap. I think I pay $10 a month or something for a Zoom that I get that has 500 people can be in my webinar, and I can use it anytime, unlimited use. It's awesome. I should use it more often, and I will. But you just record a Zoom for 10 minutes. Could be you there by yourself. Could be bringing in an upline, someone who has some experience about a product or services or business or whatever it is. I prefer to focus in on a product to start with because it just opens the doors in so many ways. So you do that. 10-minute video goes on YouTube. 10-minute podcast. Spotify bought a company called Anchor.fm. It makes creating a podcast very, very, very simple. You download one tool, you move some audio around, you record a couple of openings and endings. You can do it yourself. It's not hard. You can actually go, there's a place called Pixabay that will allow you to get free audio if you want, and put some music in there. And bang, you have a podcast. There's a little 10-minute blurb about your product, something related to your product, something interesting about it, something, like I know people in a company, the company I'm with, as a matter of fact, it's a very product-centered company, but they almost never teach or utilize their knowledge about the product. And they have to be careful with, rules and regulations and all that kind of stuff. You have to stay compliant. There's no question about that. But you do a Q&A with your upline on something like that, and you just do this kind of stuff on a regular basis and answer questions, and you get questions asked of you. You're creating content that will get found on the internet. Who does it get found by, do you think? People interested in the topic. That's the most beautiful part of the whole thing. Then you take bits and pieces of that 10-minute video that you did, and you put some on TikTok, and you put some on Reels, and you put them in the Instagram and all the other little bite-sized video sites. And you begin to publish content. Is it going to be hard? Not really. Is it going to be confusing? Maybe a little bit. Is it going to be worth it? Yes, if you're consistent. I mean, there's other routes to go in terms of traffic, but what we're talking about is traffic to your offer. Number 2 thing you need is a marketing funnel. If you signed up for this webinar, you came through a marketing funnel. Okay, a marketing funnel is very simple. You give away something of value in return for an email address, and then you can take them to some type of offer or something like that. I did a podcast and a YouTube video a couple of days ago about email marketing, which is another topic. We're going to hit that in just a second. But the point is, I went through the process of actually the day before I did one on on this topic, which is marketing funnels, called a bridge funnel. So what a bridge funnel is if you haven't been scoring at home, 99% of network marketing company websites suck. They're terrible at selling. They don't even know who their audience is, number one. Just makes it really funny and makes it very hard for you to send someone there to get results. It's why so many people fail. I'm gonna market online, but I'm gonna use my company website. Good luck. But what if you created what we call a bridge page or a lead capture page? You gathered, you provided a little bit of content on a page, maybe a video, something like that, and got their email address in between, and then you sent them on to buy at the page, and you educated them in the process of sending them to the site. So it's a bridge to the shopping cart. Hopefully your company allows you to get as close to the shopping cart as possible. But the cool thing you can do, you can educate them on the product, you can explain to them what the next steps are, and you can tell them exactly what to do. Click this button to buy, enter your information. It's going to take a couple days to get shipped, and then you'll have your product, and away you go. So marketing funnel, there's multiple different kinds. But for you, you want to lead capture some kind of an offer, right? Give some value to some kind of an offer. The most underused best return for your buck in marketing today is email. I've heard a million times, not a million, a lot, that email is dead. Well, if email is dead, it's news to me. I know a company very well that had some, they call it the purged list of former customers and associates, probably 5 to 10 years old at minimum, some older probably. They sent out a series of emails to those people and did multiple, probably a couple 100,000, maybe multiple 6 figures of sales as a result of that. So they took their people that have not ordered in 5 years, sent them email, and they did multiple 6 figures in sales. The lowest hanging fruit today in your business, if you have 1, 5, 10, 100, 100,000 people on your team, the lowest hanging fruit to drive more sales with customers and team members is email. You can educate them on products. You can educate them on a sale going on. It's funny. I do this regularly, 3 to 4, sometimes 5, sometimes 14 times a week if I'm having a big sale to my customer list. And what's funny is that I thought that education in this area would be best. Like, they want to know about the products. Don't sell all the time, just like educate and give content and all this stuff. And we educated and we gave content, and our sales were here. And then we began to sell and talk about sales and let them know when there was a special going on, and our sales went nuts. It's funny. Companies do promotions, but they don't promote the promotions very well. That's up to you. And the best way to do it, in my opinion, is email. Everybody says, I'm more of a relationship person. I can't use this internet stuff. And I'm telling you right now, you are not going to have a personal relationship with 5,000 customers, but I'd rather have 5,000 customers. But there seems like a personal relationship with this 5,000 customers because of the way we treat them with email. They get cared for. We call them once in a while. We do all kinds of stuff within our team to take care of them and make sure they're happy and get their questions answered. And if there's a problem, Chip, we just take care of stuff. We don't rely on the company always to take care of stuff. We take care of it because we want to build a huge long-term customer base. Okay, that's my job. I don't rely on the company to do all those things. I build those relationships, and I can guarantee you my relationships with those 5,000 people is better than the average person's relationship with their one downline. Okay, pretty awesome. What I've been calling the secret sauce is AI. So those three things, funnel, content publishing, funnel, and email. The secret sauce of all these to make it to where I believe today now, we can help anyone do this in a reasonable amount of time with a reasonable amount of effort. AI. It's hyped up, but probably not hyped up enough. Here's where it is today. AI can produce some amazing content, scripts, emails, all kinds of stuff. The problem is AI wants to be able to answer all of your questions if you ask it something. So the other day, I did a YouTube video and I wanted to transcribe that YouTube video. So I go to AI, ChatGPT, and then I tried Google Bard as well. So I tried two of the biggest ones. And Google Bard is actually affiliated with YouTube. So I thought, oh, yeah, this could be good. So I go in and I go, Google Bard, can you transcribe a YouTube video? It said, yes, I can. I said, what are the instructions? What do I need to do? How do I do it? How do I transcribe a YouTube video? And it says, give me the link to the video and I will transcribe it for you. Utilizing, because, like the captions. So like if you click a button for YouTube and it does closed captions, right? Then it will present those captions on the page if you're hearing impaired and that kind of thing. So it says, it's not gonna be perfect, but I'm gonna take the closed captions and create a transcription for you. I'm like, sweet, this is awesome, for free. And then it transcribed the said YouTube video, and it wasn't the YouTube video that I wanted transcribed at all. It was something else. And I thought, that's funny. Maybe there was just something haywire. So I put in a different YouTube video link and went back and said, Google Bard, can you transcribe this YouTube video? And it did the same one as it did the first time for me that was wrong. So I talked to my brother-in-law, who's a Google geek, works at Google. He said, AI wants to be right, and they want to answer all the questions. More than being right, they want to answer everything. And they want to be helpful. So they lie. AI lies. So that's where we are today. Can it write an eloquent, amazing email? Yes, it can. Does it always need someone like you and me to go over it just a little bit? Yes. But if you wanted to do a YouTube script, could it write it for you? Oh yeah, on just about any topic you can think of. Like pull a product from your product line. You want to do a video about that product, ask it to give you 10 of the benefits about that product. Then you could ask it to expand on each benefit, and you could take your YouTube video script or outline and make a blog post. Content creation is so important, but it's so much easier now with AI. So, moment of truth here. I told you what you needed to do. Here's the question. Would you like to know how to do it? Because I put together an offer. I'm not like 1,000,000% sold on presenting you the offer. I did it last week, and people loved it. A ton of people wanted it. So it's totally cool. Either way, this is not a pressure situation. But would you like to learn how? Because I put together something pretty cool that I think you're gonna enjoy. You're gonna like. I'm seeing the chat. What is the offer? Okay. There it is. It's called the Online Downline. And let me tell you how this came about. I was talking with a buddy of mine, and I just could not for the life of me believe that people were still doing the same stuff that I was doing in 1991, 1992, 93, 94, 95. They're doing the same exact thing. When since 2003, 20 years, I've been doing it a completely different way, a more real way, more authentic way, a non-anxiety producing way. And I know that I can teach you this because people do it all. I mean, it's done so often today that it shouldn't be a secret. Okay. But it is to a certain extent. Now, I mean, you could take what I just gave you already and head over to YouTube and like search and put everything is together as best you can. Or we can work together on this. So the Online Downline is a 5-week, what I call a super course. Week 1 is called a winning story. Your business needs a clear story that sells. A clear story that sells. Who's the customer? What do they want? What problem do you solve? What is the solution? What does success look like? There is a book called, oh my goodness, where is it? I read it all the time. The Story Brand book. Highly, highly, highly recommend it. A lot of this comes from the Story Brand. I'm actually a Story Brand certified guide that teaches how to fine-tune that story, get total clarity on the story. It's where everyone needs to start. It's where few people will start. It's probably where no one will start who does stuff like this. You got to get your story right. And that's what we'll do in week 1. Week 2, content publishing. Do the work once and then syndicate it. Okay, syndicate it. We're going to do YouTube. We're going to do a podcast, TikTok, Facebook Shorts, Instagram Reels, all that kind of stuff. Teach you exactly how to do it, what to do, the tools you need to do it. And here's the beautiful thing. You don't need to do this yourself. And this is why like a lot of this is taught out there, but it's taught for the business side of things. So they want to create all of these like personal branded gurus. I do believe in personal branding. It's a great thing. When you get searched, you want to come up in a positive light, in a good way. So that's an important piece of the puzzle. But a lot of people like want to create a bunch of like gurus teaching the same exact strategies, the same exact thing. There's no differentiation whatsoever. But I can tell you for a fact that if you're talking about a product, you're interviewing, maybe your company has a doctor or whatever that you can interview. Someone in your upline is an expert on a particular product. Someone in your downline may be an expert on a particular product. You can team up with your downline and do this kind of stuff. You do the work once, syndicate it. YouTube, podcast, TikTok, Facebook Shorts, Instagram. YouTube is a big one. I think a podcast is probably right there with YouTube in terms of driving traffic to your offer. And then we have crafting your funnel. Number one, we get the right tools for the job. You need a giveaway. You need a lead capture page. You need a sales page and a cart page. Sometimes your company will be able to provide you with pieces of that. Okay. But crafting a funnel, I mean, here's what's cool. You could do, again, let's say you have a product expert on your team or somewhere upline, and they are so knowledgeable about a particular product, which if you created a 3-part video series, just highlighting their knowledge about that particular product, you could give that away for free. And people would trade you their email addresses for it. And then you could go even further. You could create a sales page with, and here's where you stand out from everyone on, like say you're with a company that's got 500,000 people. You're like, 500,000 people, how am I going to stand out from those people? Here's how. You sell the product, but then you give a bonus on your page. You give a bonus. Your bonus is an ebook. Your bonus is a video series. Your bonus is so I'm selling call it a weight loss thing for giggles, but I sell also a meal plan PDF along with it, right? And I include it for free as when they buy the product. This is how you set yourself apart from everyone else on the planet, quote unquote, doing the business, right? And then a cart page, you can do that too. There's a couple different tools, and we're going to dig into them in week 3. Week 4 is email marketing. This is the missing link to consistent sales. We're going to talk about sales campaigns. We're going to talk about nurture campaigns. We're going to talk about email psychology and science. We're going to talk about storytelling. How many times should you email? We're going to talk about that. How are you emailing too much and people opt out, or you email not enough and people opt out? What's the secret there? Because it's funny. It will be contradictory to what you're probably thinking. Lastly, week 5, using AI to speed up the process, the secret sauce to fast results. Entering the right prompts. The other day, so I was trying to write something related to story brand. And I finally said, you are an expert story brand guide and a top agency copywriter. Write me this. And what it spit out was unbelievable. The prompts that you enter make all the difference in the world for AI. So we're going to talk about prompts. We're going to talk about the tools of the trade. It's not just ChatGPT or Google Bard or whatever. There's other things out there that can help you. We'll talk about fact checking. We'll talk about content, copy, and emails. And we'll write it live using AI in week 5. And I did not mean to rhyme, but it is what it is. I can't help myself sometimes. Then I got this really cool bonus on week 6. Didn't even talk about it. Personal branding. I mentioned personal branding is very important. You want to look good online. You want to stand out from the crowd. A friend of mine, Australian, 6 foot tall goddess of a woman, Naomi Joy, is going to share her secrets, how she's brought in thousands, tens of thousands of people into Facebook groups, how to become attractive online, how to promote without looking like you're promoting, and how to get an insane audience engagement. Do you ever notice that if you post, hey, buy my stuff on your Facebook page that it gets nothing but crickets, Naomi will teach you how to massage those messages. Okay, massage those messages. We don't ignore social media with what we're doing. We're going to post all of our cool stuff, all of our content on social media, but we won't use social media necessarily to promote, unless we use it to promote without looking like we're promoting, which is something that you're going to get from Naomi. I can't wait. I'm going to sit there and take notes like crazy from Naomi. And a bonus. This is probably maybe one of the funnest parts for me. In addition to everything in the online downline, all of those modules, the 5 weeks, 6 weeks of training you're going to get, you're going to be able to watch me click by click over my shoulder build a marketing funnel. I'm going to take a particular product. I already know what it is. I'm going to do an upsell with another product. I'll tell you what it is. There's this sleep gummy, and helps people get a great night's sleep. And then there's a stress gummy that helps people deal with the day with less stress. Okay. I'm going to probably lead off with I don't know if I'm going to lead off with either the sleep or stress. I haven't decided yet. We'll make that decision together. We're going to go through the psychology of putting together the funnel, all of the story behind it, and then we're going to literally build the funnel from scratch. Click by click, mouse move by mouse move, all just naked and showing you everything I got in terms of building out a funnel. It's going to be cool. I keep pushing the wrong button and it makes a sound at me. So the online downline, you're going to get the 5-week super course, and you're going to get the bonus live click-by-click funnel build out. The second bonus is an online downline private Facebook group we are going to launch. Inside there, I will, when I go live on a webinar, or I do some kind of a piece of content, I will post it in there. I'll also be interacting, answering questions on a fairly regular basis personally. And I also have some team members that are going to join in to help out with that too. So it's really a group of probably 40 and over people with a little gray hair, a little experience, we'll call it, that may have a question that they feel silly with, and it'll be a no judgment zone to get your questions answered, and a little camaraderie with people who are doing the same thing as you. Pretty cool. Whoop, I went backwards. There we go. Okay, so the 5-week super course, the live click-by-click product funnel build out, and the online downline Facebook group. In addition to the Facebook group, I felt like we need a little more, just to make sure that people get their questions answered on a regular basis. So I added a weekly group coaching Q&A. We're going to hop on Zoom. I'm going to say, here we are. What's the questions? What's going on? What are you struggling with? How can we help? Can I walk you through? Show me your screen and let me see where you're stuck. Let's get unstuck. Let's go. I don't know many people that do this. I mean, I just got so stupid fed up that I'm like, I got to do something. I'm going to do something about this. It's crazy. I know, because I mean, I don't know if you know me. I've not been active blogging in 7 to 10 years. I've not been doing a webinar in 5 years. I've been quietly, happily cruising along and building 5,000 customers every 3 years into my team. Why would I need to do anything like this? But I got so freaking fed up. I have to. I got to do it. So here we are. A weekly group coaching live with me. And I'll probably bring in some guests and things like that to help get more questions answered, things like that. So you get the 5-week course, the live click-by-click product funnel build out, the online downline Facebook group, and the weekly personal group coaching. One more. This is really cool. My 7-figure funnel templates. I'm leaning one way. I'm not sure exactly how this is going to work. I mean, I do know exactly how it's going to work, but I don't know which company makes the most sense for people our age in terms of funnel builders and things like that. But every single funnel I build is going to be shareable. What does that mean? It means that when I build a funnel about a particular product, if you are in the same company, you can have it as is. You make a couple, like you change the name or whatever, and it's yours. Bing. You click one button and it's your funnel. If you're not in the same company, but you want to interchange it, literally if you're in the same company, you can use the same videos as me, knock yourself out. You're getting every single funnel I'm building from here to eternity, which is insane. I build a lot of funnels. We're going to build product funnels. We're going to build application funnels where to build your team with. We're going to build landing page, simple funnels, little giveaways. Every single funnel that I build, you're going to get the template to use. That's the 7-figure funnel template. You get all that stuff plus the templates. Oh, one more. This is super cool. I forgot about this. The Hidden Downline Masterclass. There's a guy by the name of Steve Larson, amazing kid, who used to build funnels for Russell Brunson at ClickFunnels, and that company is huge. Close to $1 billion in sales through ClickFunnels. And so he has done some videos where he basically created a downline and wasn't really a network marketer, but did all of the things I'm talking about now, and he called it a hidden downline because he never really did anything other than what I'm teaching you here. Yes, he had like relationships, but the relationships were like through coaching and things like that, and talking and traditionally online, because he's more of an introvert than me. I'm not necessarily an introvert, more an extrovert, but he's an introvert. And so built a downline that, and all of a sudden companies are going, where did you come from? How are you doing this? And he did it through funnel marketing and the strategies that I've laid out tonight. So he produced something called the Hidden Downline Masterclass. I'm going to give you a copy of his videos with permission. So here's what online downline includes: the 5-week super course, plus the personal branding bonus, the live click-by-click product funnel build out. I cannot wait for that. That's going to be so fun. The 5 weeks is going to be awesome, which we start next week, by the way. And it'll all be recorded. You'll all have access into in a members section to get everything you need. The online downline Facebook group will be launched after our first recording. And the weekly personal group coaching will launch again after that. And then the 7-figure funnel templates, as we create them, you get them. The Hidden Downline Masterclass will be in the member section right away. So if we're talking total value here, the 5-week course will probably at some point sell it for $14.97. The live click-by-click funnel build out, I'm going to break these out at some point in the long run and sell them as individual. I will create like a funnel around just the live click-by-click funnel build out and sell it for $9.97. The online Facebook, I don't know who knows, a couple $100 easily. The weekly coaching, I charge a lot of money for coaching. If you're going to get ongoing weekly coaching from me, I mean, like $250 an hour is probably minimum, and you're going to get it ongoing every week, unless I'm traveling or busy or something like that. I'm going to pop in and we'll do weekly coaching. 7-figure funnel templates, probably $12.97. I mean, that's unlimited for forever. It's certainly more than that. And the hidden downline masterclasses, he sold it for $9.97, probably worth more in my opinion. You get all those for free. The total value is $6,982. If I charge $6,000 for the online downline to be worth it, because here's the reality: if what I teach you, here's what's so crazy: if what I teach you helped you get 10 customers that bought your product for 5 years, do you know this is the power of customers? People just miss this. A customer is worth more than a team member that doesn't build. A customer is worth more than a team member that doesn't build. Now, a team member that builds hundreds and thousands of customers and team members, worth a lot, right? But a customer is worth a lot. 10 customers over a 5-year period of time is worth 10 grand. So 6 grand would be worth it. But here's what's cool. Retail price is $9.97. So the online downline, 5-week super course, click by click, online downline, Facebook group, weekly group coaching and Q&A, 7-figure funnel templates, hidden downline masterclass, total value, $69.82. Here's the question. With all that value, do you think you could get one customer? One? Do you think you could get one customer? Because here's what's wild. Do the course and implement the strategies that I teach, and I guarantee you'll have a lot more than one customer. Guarantee it. Absolutely no question. It's not $6,000, not even $2,000. You have the price of $9.97, but here's the deal. Tonight, I did a special price last week. I'm doing a special price tonight. You can get it for $397. What's one customer worth to you? Here's this. I just loved some of these numbers. My average order is $175. When the customer places an order, it's $175. Let's say that it's half that. Call it $85. You likely make 20% of every order, which is like, I think $17 if my math is right. In 2 years, that's $408 in profit. What just happened? One customer pays for the entire course. One customer in your course is paid for. One customer every 2 years. Over 2 years is worth $408. The online downline course tonight is $397. It will be going up. I promise you, it went up last week. It will go up continuously. But what if you studied and really truly implemented? This is where the rubber meets the road, right? What if you had 100 customers and 3 to 4 builders? That's a 6-figure income. What if you had 500 customers and 3 to 4 builders? You're talking about multiple 6 figures. What if you do when you do 1,000 customers and teach 3 to 4 team members to do the same thing? You're in the top 1% of income in the world, in any industry, and certainly top 0.01% of network marketers. Some friends. Here's the link, tribble.org/online downline. If this is for you, if not, no big deal. This is not like I'm not pressuring anyone, but it's a cool offer. And once I break out those products into different funnels and all that kind of stuff and start marketing them online, this price will certainly go away. My buddy Ray Higdon, the MLM blogging game would not be the same without you as the pioneer. I learned so much from you, and everyone deserves to learn from you. Ray Higdon's probably one of the top trainers in network marketing. And second here is Ann Sieg, I told you about. As a true solutions provider, Ty is someone who genuinely cares about the best interests of his prospects and business partners. He wants to help others get to the next level in their business, regardless of what business they are in, network marketing or not, which is true. And Mike Diller. So Ann Sieg founded the Renegade Network Marketer, 7 Great Lies of Network Marketing, if anyone remembers that. hugely successful ebook and affiliate program. And I was a top, probably 1-2 affiliate for her company. Ty Tribble is one of the few networkers out there who's really on top of the internet marketing world. Not only does he know how to generate tons of traffic, but he knows how to convert it into leads and cash and distributors, which is extremely rare and valuable talent. If you want to learn from one of the best, Ty's your man. Mike Dillard, founder of Magnetic Sponsoring and a bunch of other stuff, probably done $100 million of sales online. Great buddy of mine. Again, tribble.org/online downline is the link. Tonight it is $397. Money back guarantee, of course. We'll do 30-day money back guarantee. I have to brag about my daughter. She messaged me today and she said, Dad, do you have any I had a horrible looking logo that I did myself. It's kind of funny. And she goes, Dad, do you have any work I can do? Any graphic design work I can do? I'm like, sure, always. So she did that, knocked that out. Love the little ladder. It's just so cool. I feel so like if I can help you climb the ladder with the online downline, it will make my day. When I help you, I should say, because it only takes implementation. So hop on over to tribble.org/online downline. And I am going to open it up for Q&A. All right. How long are you going to drag out the before I get the price? Well, I'm done now. Tribble.org/online downline should be working. Let me do this. Someone says it's not working. Let me put the link in. Tribble.org/online downline. It should work. I'm just going to escape out of here. Go back to that for a second. Let's make sure it works. Yep, works. That's the link. I didn't mean to drag it out, but there was a lot to dig into, a lot to share, a lot of information. I mean, there's like how many bonuses? Good grief. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bonuses. It takes a lot. It takes a little time. I'm not doing, okay, here's number one question. I'm not doing videos and webinars, but I do want to tap into social media. Can this still work for me? Okay, so absolutely. I mean, if you want to tap into social media, you still need a place to send people. You've got to. So the funnel side of things, the email side of things, I would highly recommend doing videos. If you're not comfortable on video, just do audio in a podcast or a blog. The training that we're going to teach, content creation, content publishing, it's more of, and can be done on social media. It's frankly a better way to do social media. But just posting about your thing on social media is a good way to get no business. That's the truth. So if you cannot start next week, when will the next one be starting? So next week, we're going to record each one. So after recording and we do a little editing and make sure it looks pretty, it will be uploaded into the member section. So if you miss a week, you can still get your video the following week. You can catch up and then you can hop on live the following week. So everything is going to be recorded. Everything will be in that members section back office of the online downline. So you'll be set. The only thing that we will not, probably not, well, we might record them. I don't know. I was thinking that the Q&As, because people might be asking questions that maybe they don't feel comfortable with recording, but maybe. That would be the only thing I can think of that we may not record, but I don't think that's an issue. Probably pretty good for people if they hear what's going on. Would it work for catering, food, and business? Absolutely. The problem with marketing online and getting new business is that few people do it right. So this is direct response marketing. Absolutely works with catering. If you produce content related to catering and talk about the ins and outs, like if I was booking catering for a wedding, I would have a list of questions that I'd want answered. If you are the person that comes up and answers those questions, you are golden. I mean, who am I going to book my business with? Okay. Okay, let me try this one more time. Oh, that's weird. Link not working. Okay, should work. If you click this link, one more time. Okay, I'm gonna type it in again. HTTPS www.tribble.org/webinar. Webinar. Oh, that's a webinar. We don't want the webinar. We want online downline. Hey, try it again. HTTPS dot. It worked all last week /online. Oh. It's secure and all that stuff. I'm not sure what would be happening. That's weird though. So if you click that one right there, should work for you. Yep. Not that one, that one. And this is a nice page too. Goodness gracious, looks like a funnel page. All right, back to questions. Okay, I'm outside the US. Is this only for us people? This is the link that I see on your screen. I don't know that I'm blocked outside the US. I don't think so. Huh. John, could you maybe investigate that? My buddy John, my partner John is on with me. Okay. Back to the questions. What are times for the classes, day or night, replays? Probably in the evening. I'll probably will poll the members of the online downline before I decide. I'm flexible. Love to do it in the afternoon or something like that. I could do it in the mornings, would be good too. The replays will be posted as soon as they're edited to make sure that everything is fine. And propagate, like if you do a 2-hour webinar or 1.5 hour webinar or something like that, a training, you got to upload it and it takes time and all that stuff. So probably 24 hours it'll be online roughly. Okay, I want, there could be something related outside the US. I'm not sure. But we'll check into that for you. If you are, so everybody should have my email. If for whatever reason you are having trouble with the cart, send me an email and I will take care of it for you. I can walk you through it, whatever we need to do. Ty@tribble.org for the email. Okay, we're going to be out of the country until November. We have a tour business, so fun. 3 tours in Canis. Can I go, please? We've run our own bistro since 2006. In January, moved to just private events. Fun. Can I go to Canis, por favor? That would be awesome. Oh, I love traveling. So great. Yeah, I mean, private events, it's a no-brainer. And then, we talk about network marketing. This is really about, and I should probably update what I talk about to a certain extent. I'm focused on network marketers, but this works for any business regardless. You can take the strategies I teach, implement them. You will get traffic, you will get leads, you will get more business, period. And I've done it I'll give you an example. I did a funnel and some emails and some other things for a small natural cleaning products company out of New Zealand. I did it freelance, right? So I did some freelance work for this company. And they're going gangbusters. They are going nuts. They're giving away a sample of their product, and then they're upselling their product after that, and it is wild. Same strategies, nothing different. Okay, had to try a couple times, but got it. Awesome, Daniel. Welcome to the Online Downline. Super excited to have you. Daniel E. Good to have you, buddy. Craig in Australia. Oh, in France. And Mexico. Wow. Welcome. I'm super excited that all of you here from France and Australia and Mexico, and asking if I can stay, if you have a spare bedroom when I come over. Actually, I was just in Australia. I've been to Mexico 30 times probably. I love Mexico, my people. I've never been to France. My daughter and wife have been to many times. Oh, Seattle, my town. Awesome. Oh, wine, was it wine, Daniel, or is that, I'm thinking of someone else? My Seattle guy, Daniel. Wine business? Anyway. Nope, construction. Oh, cool. Oh, love. I did a site for a construction company actually on a regular basis. They're killing it too. Absolutely murdering the competition. It's so fun. Really cool. I had another person in the Seattle area that is in a wine business, and I'm like, oh, I'm super excited for this too. Can't wait to help that person. Can I get a recording from my husband to watch? Absolutely. You will get it. I will send it out once we wrap up. No problem. Any crazy Q&A questions? John Howie Steak. Yes, my kids, their anniversary yesterday, they went out and we babysat my young grandson who's almost 2, Jesse boy, and they went to El Gaucho, which is right up there with John Howie and steak as far as I'm concerned. I remember one time, so I had earned a company, little El Gaucho story. If you're ever in Seattle, El Gaucho is amazing. I think they have one in Tacoma too, but the Seattle one is where you want to go. They might have one in Bellevue too. If you're in the Northwest, El Gaucho for steak is fantastic. So I pull up, and I had received because I hit a certain level in a company, I received a Porsche 911 Carrera 4S convertible. Amazing car, beautiful car, black, just sweet. And I got 2 stories about it. One was, okay, so I pull up. This is the best story part for me. I pull up to the valet, and he takes my car, and when I came back out, it was right in front. Like, I grew up a poor kid. Was it David? No. Hey, Daniel may know where White Center is. I grew up in White Center, and there's no white people in White Center, which is kind of the joke. But yeah, very, very poor. And to walk out of a really nice restaurant and not have to worry about the bill, and also come out and see your car is like parked right in front. That was amazing. The funniest part about having a Porsche is I got no attention when I drove it. My wife got all the attention. Actually, I did get attention. Dudes love the Porsche. Do you think like a Porsche is a hot car for women? It's a hot car if a woman's driving it. If a dude's driving it, women don't care. They don't know. They probably know it's expensive, but other than that, they don't care. Dudes, all the dudes in the world were excited about my car. El Gaucho is it's not really Argentina. It's more of a steakhouse. More of a steakhouse. Yes, the old El Gaucho, barely see. I ran into there was a Seahawk there, big lineman. Trying to think of his name. Anyway, cool dude. Fixed my watch. Great guy. Mexico for is it Renee? Renee, is that how you say your name? Yes. Welcome. My daughter's middle name is Renee. My mother-in-law's name is Renee. I love me my Renees. Welcome. Congratulations. I'm excited for you. Can't wait. We'll send out an email. You're going to get an email that says the stuff's coming. And then probably tomorrow or Monday, I'll send out an email with details on when, after I get a little bit of feedback from you, probably I'll send out an email to gather some feedback on when to do the training, because I'm obviously very little schedule here, but super excited for it. My Mexican friend, and I remember your name from a long time ago too, Renee. I'm pretty sure. Long time. It's really cool. Like I haven't connected with a lot of folks like this in a while. I've just been busy doing my thing, kind of semi-retired, to be honest. And it's just so fun to see names that I recognize and folks that I love chatting with and hearing about, and I can't wait to hear your success stories and what you accomplish doing this, because it's gonna be amazing. This is something that's like, I feel like a lot of us probably have unfinished business in the business world, right? If you feel that way, I sure do. And if I can help you get over a couple of humps, maybe in the coaching side of things with our Q&As, but get over that stuff and then just break through and start seeing some results, I cannot wait. Gonna be incredibly awesome. Anything else? We got into some crazy questions last week, like related to company stuff and things like that. I don't know. It was fun. I like these questions better. These are like, hey, I'm in. Sweet, awesome. Oh, my link doesn't work. Okay, well, here it is. Oh, bang. Last week was like intense, like challenging questions, which I don't mind. What you're going to find is I'm not a hypey person. Yeah, there was some sales strategy used in the webinar. Guess what? I'm going to teach you sales strategy used in the webinar so you can sell. It's a good thing. I'm not twisting anybody's arm to buy, but people love to buy. People love to buy. They don't want to be sold necessarily, but if the offer is good and that one's really, really good, why not? It's fun. It's fun to buy. Fun to be happy about buying something that that's going to make an impact on you, which is exciting. Okay, gang. Appreciate you. Can't wait to get started. It's going to be fun. I just can't wait. We're going to have a blast. I'm going to post just for one more time. John, will you post the link one more time if you're still on, John? Just to make sure that everybody's got the right link. If for any reason that you're having trouble, reach out to me. Ty Tribble. You should have an email from me, reminder and all that kind of stuff. There's my email. Same email for 20 years. How many people have the last name .org, or I think I got .net also. It's pretty funny. been doing this a long time, 20 years of internet marketing, the network marketing space, and other businesses. Yes. David Pierce. Did we chat last week via email, David? Or was that someone else? Is it like a wine shop at home? Something like that? Wine would be freaking amazing. I mean, amazing. Thank you, John. I mean, any company will work. Wine just has so much fun attached to it. I mean, if I took you downstairs and you looked at the number of red wine bottles I've got in my bar, you know why. So if anyone is in the Seattle area and wants to stop in, I'm actually south of Seattle, but we can have some wine. I make amazing cocktails. I got a home bar. We have some fun. All right, gang. Appreciate you very much. Thank you for taking the time. Super glad that you got info. Oh yeah, David. Awesome. Yep, I remember. The funny thing is, your network marketing company owner is the same as my network marketing company owner, but different companies. Same owners. Pretty funny. I wonder if they'll let me build the wine business too. Because wine would be so fun. John, you agree? Wine? Oh man. Killer. All right, guys. Have a great one. Appreciate you. And I look forward to talking with you soon. Watch your email for updates and all that kind of stuff. And the replay if you want that too. Take care, everyone.